Have you been paying attention to your grocery and gas bills? They are on the rise.
There are some ways that you probably haven't thought of to keep real money in your pocket, and smart shopping expert Trae Bodge is here sharing the secrets. Welcome.
Thanks for having me back.
It's a pleasure. All right, so Trae, the first question is, why are food prices on the rise? I mean, I went to BJ's the other day. I left with 4 things. It was $153. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, and it's not your imagination. This is really happening. And we've been seeing a rise over the past 12 months, and it's spiking right about now. We're seeing some supply chain issues. Part of the issue are labor problems. And of course, you need those bodies to bring the groceries into the stores. And when that's not happening, the prices go up.
Huh.
So there are ways, a lot of us get overwhelmed by the idea of clipping coupons, and you say there's actually a better way to save that's a lot less hassle.
Yes. And if you're a smartphone user, which most of us are, you should absolutely download a savings app to use when you're shopping with groceries. One of my favorites is called the Dosh app. It's DOSH. And what's great about it is that you pair it with your credit card that you usually use when you grocery shop. And then when you check out and use that card, any available savings will come back to you in the form of cash back on that card. It makes it really easy, so much easier than clipping coupons and watching for those expiration dates.
All right, shopping for groceries online, it's become, well, Kara has been doing it since the turn of time.
Well, I like it because you know exactly what you're spending before you check out.
Yeah,
there's no surprise.
Right. Are there ways to save with online shopping?
Kara, I love that because that's what's great about online is you can really watch if when you're at the checkout and that number is too high, you can pull things out. I just think it's better than trying to do that, obviously, at the cashier in the store. But some people who are new to online shopping may not know that there are lots of ways to save there as well. So there's a browser extension called the Sidekick by couponcabin.com, who I work with, and you install it in seconds. And as you browse around online, you'll be automatically alerted to available savings. And this will apply to your groceries as well. For instance, you can save 4% at Kroger's. There are savings at delivery services like HelloFresh. So lots of great savings available, and all you need to do is click a button to activate them, again, making it really easy to save.
So it kind of just tells you if you're about to buy something, it'll like, ding, ding, there's a coupon or a savings?
Yeah, so as you browse, and this happens at any online retailer where there are savings available, there's just a little pop-up that comes up and says there's 2.2% cash back here or a coupon that you can apply. You simply click it to activate, and that's it. And so for me, it's all about ease of use. I don't have the patience to clip coupons and take all the time to do that. Yeah. So these little technological innovations are so amazing.
What about ways to pay for your groceries? I see people paying in cash, like my mother, and I'm like, that is a waste because she's not getting points back on her credit card. So like cash back like I do.
That's so true. And I learned something really shocking last year, actually. I tried a free platform called GigaPoints. And what it does is it analyzes your credit card spending and then tells you which credit cards are best for you based on your spending. And what I found is that I could have earned up almost $2,000 more in 2020 if I'd used a different credit card. And this is what I do for a living. So that was really shocking to me. I, of course, immediately switched credit cards. And now I have an American Express Gold, which gives me 4 times points when I shop for food, which is where most of my money is going, shockingly. So for groceries and takeout and things like that, I'm offering 4 points more than I would be with another credit card just by using the right credit card.
Wait, so the only thing I was actually thinking I should get rid of the Amex Gold because it has a fee. But you're saying even the cards with the fees might be far outweighed by what you're getting back?
Yes, and this is a really important point because I'm a penny pincher by trade. And so I never would have even considered that card before because of that big annual fee. But what GigaPoints does is it actually shows you how much you could earn back minus that big fee. And so almost $2,000 for me, not even accounting for that fee, was such a huge surprise to me that I immediately canceled my United Chase card that I was using and switched over to the Amex. And I can see what a benefit it is every time I use my card.
And is that a difficult thing to do, the gigabyte thing, where you put in all your your
gigapoints.com?
Gigapoints.com?
Yeah, it's called GigaPoints, and it's so easy, and it's secure. They use Plaid, and so you basically go in and you connect a couple of your cards, and it takes minutes and really lets you know all the different options. And you can check different things off, like I want an annual fee, I don't want an annual fee, I want travel points or cash back. You can give those specifications, and then it gives you so many different options. So you're really educated when you decide if and when you're going to make a change.
Okay.
We gotta go try that.
Trae, where are you?
I'm in Montclair, New Jersey.
Oh, you're close. We're going to get you in the studio one of these days.
I'd love that.
When we open our doors back up. So what about gas
know,
prices,
right?
especially here on the East Coast? We pay through the nose.
Yeah. And, my advice right now, because of this pipeline issue, is that if you don't need gas in the next week, don't get gas because the prices are going to be high. If you need gas, this is something that's kind of obvious and it's been around for a long time, but I think so many of us use credit cards to get points and because of that ease of use. But if you pay for your gas in cash, you'll save a couple points a gallon. So that's a huge savings, especially if you have a larger vehicle. The other thing that I would recommend is if you don't want to pay in cash, again, we were talking about using the right credit card. If you have a couple credit cards, find out which one gives you the most points for gas. And then the last thing I would say is there's an app called Gas Buddy, which is a free app. And if you are driving around, especially if you're on a road trip, for instance, coming up for Memorial Day weekend and you're looking for cheaper gas, Gas Buddy lets you know where all the gas stations are nearby and tells you what the prices are. So then you can decide, okay, I'm going to turn here or I'm going to wait a couple miles and turn there and save a bit more.
Well, thank you, Trae. We appreciate all your time and your advice.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Some great information,
You too.
and you can find more tips from Trae on her website. It's TrueTrae, TRAE.com.